Good day and welcome to Encumbered Properties Red Alerts. We are the only real estate fraud prevention platform dedicated to exposing properties that are encumbered, disputed, and properties that are not safe for investments. I am Rex Chinedu Agoawuike, your host. On today's Red Alert is a powerful alarm to aspiring homeowners, investors, and public servants dreaming to securing a roof over their heads in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, and its environs. In what could be a response to our video titled FCDA Must Wake Up, where we requested that the FCDA should come up with a list of approved estates and layouts in Abuja, so that members of the public can be wary of illegal estates and layouts whose names are not on the list. The FCT Department of Land Administration has therefore made public the list of 420 approved estates and layouts in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Amongst the approved estates and companies are the following: Villas and Towers at Zone CO5, Calfe; GTAC International Estates, located at Zone CO6, Mbora; Impacts Housing Estate, Galadimawa; Rapid Shelter, Galadimawa; Broadfields International Estates, Dakwo; Real Homes, Lokogoma; Little Accounts, Turkey, Lokogoma; First Generation Homes, Lokogoma; Unique Shelters, Wumba; Shingri-La Estate, Wumba; Union Homes, Wumba; Seaports Resort, Karasana East; Verizon Heritage, Karasana East; Imperial Union, Karasana East; Afribank Estate, Karasana South; Orbital Real Estate, Idogwari; Millennium Integrated, Kodo; Nigeria Police Cooperative Estate, Mamusa West; Urban Shelters, Gousa Airport Road; Sunbed, Wasa; Fort Royal Homes, Kiami; Good Homes, Lugbe. The full list, addresses, and locations of the 420 approved estates and layouts are available on our website, www.encumberedproperties.com. If the estate you are about buying is not on the list, that is your first red flag. You need to pause and carry out extra due diligence by asking the estate promoter or agent the following tough questions. 1. Is the estate allocated by FCDA as an estate land and backed by at least an RFO or any other relevant title document? If it is not so, what you are most likely dealing with is a situation where the developer aggregated contiguous pieces of land together from Gwari people, named it his estate, and started marketing aggressively to unsuspecting victims. Flee for your dear money. You also need to ask if the developer has any development lease agreement with FCTA. Besides the foregoing questions, is the estate land free from adverse claims from third parties? The above key inquiries you need to make before putting your money in any estate. At Encumberedproperties.com, we are committed to helping you identify encumbered properties, disputed properties, access verified survey plans, the legal status of the properties you want to invest in. We are also here to help you dictate and avoid fraudulent real estate transactions. And if you desire our due diligence unit to help you confirm any of those important questions, feel free to reach out to us via our contacts, and we will be glad to attend to you. Let's move on to the interview session, where Barrister Madueke Enwere is standing by to do justice to some questions on the lips of many. Please stay with us. You may be wondering that there are so many estates that are being marketed, but they are not on the list of approved estates. Does it mean they are illegal or unapproved? Barrister Madueke Enwere is here to do justice to that. You're welcome once again.
Thank you, Mr. Rex.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, same here. For the estates and layouts whose names are not found on the 420 list published by the FCDA as being the approved and legal layouts in Abuja, any estate that is marketing in Abuja whose name does not appear in that list Out of three things, one could be responsible for the reason why that estate's name is not on that list. Number one is this: a Department of Land Administration gave the timeline of the estates that are captured in the list. The Department of Land Administration says for these 420 estates, they are the ones that were allocated within the time frame of 2005 and 2015. In other words, there are some estates that were allocated post 2015 that you wouldn't find there for reasons best known to them, which I'm yet to find out why they gave the gap of between 2015 till date, why it is not also updated. But we are looking forward to that update. What I'm saying in essence is these allocations that come after 2015, you wouldn't be able to see them in that list. Maybe for one reason or the other, maybe they've not perfected one requirement or the other that has made them not to appear on that list. The second category of estates that you won't find on the list are the estates that were allocated by the area councils.
Okay.
If you remember recently, Barrister Madueke Enwere, the FCT minister, called on all the allottees of estates lands by area councils that they should submit their documents for recertification and possible issuance of C of O's to them. So for those in this category that are still processing their recertification, you wouldn't be able to see their names in that 420 because they might not have been able to satisfy the requirements of FCDA to be on that list. That is the second category of estates you wouldn't or you didn't find in that list. Then the last set of estates that you wouldn't or you didn't see in that list are the estates that are completely not allocated neither by FCDA nor by the area councils themselves. So I listened to your introduction when you talked about maybe Mr. A going to aggregate lands that are close to each other. Yes. When they aggregate, they will name it maybe XYZ estate and start selling. And you find out that the physical planning department doesn't know that such an estate exists at so place before you see any estate anywhere. From the master plan of Abuja, the master plan already has an idea where estates should be cited or not. These are the classes of people who find it or who will never have their estates certified and the C of O issued because by zoning regulation or zoning law, where they have tried citing estates is not recognized. It's not supposed to be there in the first place. That's why you see some estates coming under the constant threat of demolition and some actually being demolished because they just, enter into the bush, buy from Mr. A, buy from Mr. B without verifying whether that location is meant to have such a layout or such an estate. They will start marketing to people. So these are the three classes of estates marketing in Abuja. The last I mentioned are the fake, unrecognized, not by area council, not by FCDA. The second are those issued by the area councils that are still undergoing certification to see if FCDA will recognize them to exist. And the last are those that were allocated post 2015 till date.
Now, I am more interested, in the ones allocated by the area council. So I would want to know what qualifies, for instance, an area council allocated a landed property to somebody. What qualifies such property for FCDA's certification and possible issuance of C of O?
This is a very interesting question in the sense that, yes, every land within FCT is under the control of FCT ministers, the governor. However, there has been some allowance given to the area councils to allocate. However, any allocation they make must comply with all the regulation laws, the physical planning laws. So if there is any allocation made by any area council that violates the map, the physical planning of Abuja, the master plan of Abuja, the zoning regulations of Abuja, it is being zoned. Okay, this is supposed to be industrial area, this is supposed to be residential area, this is supposed to be high density area, this is supposed to be low density area. These are things some of these so-called developers don't consider when they begin to amass property from Gwari people and begin to market to people who don't know what the regulations say, and they end up falling victim and their house is being demolished by the end of the day. So if any allocation made by area council agrees or complies with all these regulations that has to do with zoning and the physical planning, you find out that such an estate is already cruising to a successful recertification and possible issuance of C of O. They don't delay once everything is okay. But if there is violation here and there, you find out that that application might lie at FCDA for years without you see them, bribing one administration or the other so that their estate will not be demolished. They will come under constant threat until one day you see bulldozer.
Because nothing is cast on stone, in which of the categories you highlighted would you advise a prospective investor to buy into in order to avoid hard unknown?
Of course, they say the devil is better than the angel you don't know. So I would advise anybody who wants to buy to, of course, pick from any of these 420 estates already certified, which FCDA has said that they are approved and legally allocated. That's the first class I would advise anybody to buy. If you are buying anyone outside this class, verify that it is an estate that comes post 2015 allocated by the FCDA. Then if you must buy the third category, you may consider buying from are those allocated by area council. But before you pay, make sure that you visit the physical planning department. Make sure you visit them to confirm that the siting of that estate in that location is in compliance with the physical planning and regulation laws existing in FCT. Then you can go ahead and pay. Otherwise, you might be investing in a location that might be doomed for demolition. So I advise you shouldn't buy what?
All right, thank you so much, Barrister Madueke Enwere.
Thank you.
Shedding light on these important issues. God bless you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
You have a great time.
Thank you.
Yes. Like this video, subscribe to our channel for regular real estate fraud alerts. Share it with anyone considering land or estate investments in FCT and its environs. Until we bring you the next red alert, stay safe and stay out of troubled properties. I am Rex Chinedu Agoawuike, thanking you for watching.